Hello everyone, I'm Master Silver, and welcome to another showing off my art. That's right, I'm doing 2 in one day, more than I thought I would. My head has gotten even worse, so I really can't do much right now. And it appears that my parents have gone to Home Depot, so I thought I would show you some art, get more done. Okay, that was probably the weirdest intro I've ever done, by the way. Oh, okay. So we're starting off with Tanuki Peach. In the last one we ended off with Angry Wiggler. But that was in the middle of us doing different peaches. So we're continuing on our road, doing more and more peaches. There's obviously a cut right there. So the reason that Wiggler was made in the middle of me doing all the peaches was because when I came to this peach, I was getting bored of doing peaches. Like, I was getting really hesitant, really lacking the motivation to do all of that. So I decided to do Wiggler first, and I thought it'd be easier at school because, I don't know, creativity. So I brought Peach to school too, but I didn't end up doing Peach because I just decided to do Wiggler, and then that was it. So I did Wiggler, and then I did this Peach at home, and yeah, so what is wrong with me? So here is Peach. This is one of the few peaches that got multiple cuts because it got a cut on his tail right there. Aside from that, crown is the same, facial structure, hair is the same, traced off of any other peach I can find. I think this one is actually traced off probably the Princess Peach, like with the dress. Like the original Princess Peach I did, just with an altered, like, fixed arm. Cause as you can tell, it's got like the sleeves, you know, and it's got the gloves, and it's got like the chest thing, so it's probably like Peach, you know. Because this is where the dress would have started, like the skirt part of it. So it made sense for me to use my original Peach for this one. So yeah, there is not raccoon. It's not Tanuki, is it? No, it is Tanuki. It's Tanuki Peach. It's Tanuki Peach. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, next up we go to my least favorite. Next up we go to my least favorite Peach. The least favorite Peach, in my opinion. Like my least favorite, and that is Cat Peach. Good as a power up, but absolutely horrible in paper form. I mean, maybe it's just me because I suck. But I don't like it that much. I don't feel like I did that good. Aside from the tail, I really don't think I nailed it that much. It kinda, every time I look at it, it kinda reminds me of the werewolf Sonic. The werehog Sonic that I did in Gen 3. It just looks so poorly made. And there's a cut right there, bigger than most, and there's a cut, like a smaller cut right there. It's a little triangle. Aside from that, same crown, ears, we've seen them a million times. I don't think I need to go to where I find inspiration for that. Earrings and all that, same color, same yada yada. Pink, still the same as any other peach I've done. I don't like this peach that much. Probably my least favorite peach. And remember in the last episode when I said that there was gonna be a lot of repetition because I was gonna start doing every variation of every character that I ended up doing? Or however I worded it. Well, that happens right about now. See, I went on to the Mario Wiki, and that's where it's been a huge help in figuring out Mario characters, trust me. But it came time to do Wiggler. I did an Angry Wiggler, and I used the My Wiki to figure out if the Angry Wiggler had a flower on its head or not. Now, I don't think I came up with a decisive result. So, noticing that there were other variations and stuff to do, I decided to look at them, and I ended up doing them. So next up, we have got Squiggler. So they're like baby Wigglers from what I've seen, and I had the plan to do this guy for a long time, I just never got to it. But yeah, I made them one like circular thingy, smaller, like one circular thingy less, so instead of it being 5. Wait, is it 5? Let me check. Oh, damn. Yeah, so instead of it being 5 with the head, it's now 4 with the head. So I took one off. There's a cut right there. And he's so adorable. He's so cute and stuff. I think he was traced off the Angry Wiggler. You can tell because of the neck, obviously, and all that. And he's just so cute. Really well done. I mean, not too detailed, but I don't know what more I could have done. And, yeah, it follows the same pattern as before. Same rules and all that. Yeah, so there's Squiggler. And next up, we got one that I've never seen before, and if I didn't look it up on the Mario Wiki, I never would have done. We have got the Fuzzy Wiggler. And no, it's not a fuzzy like you're used to. This one is, I don't remember what it is, but it's from something, and I don't remember what that is, but hey, I did it. It turned out pretty well. It was actually pretty accurate, but, it's got a cut right there, so that's nothing new. I think majority of these are traced off of Angry Wiggler because it was the most recent one, the easiest one to get to when I needed it. So yeah, he's got a little mushroom. I think that's probably my favorite part. I wouldn't change anything about this one. The shoes and stuff look pretty cool. And yeah, I can't say much about this character because I really don't know much about him. And in terms of drawing, I think he was pretty okay. It's really annoying when you have to cut out like all these little like triangles where you have to go like in and then out and then out rather than just in just a straight, no, excuse me, line. So yeah, that wasn't fun, but hey, I did it, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, it was a pain to cut out, but honestly, I don't regret anything about this one. Or is the fuzz? No, it's not the Fuzzler one. Never mind. Next up, another one that I probably wouldn't have known is we got the Wiggler from Super Mario Sunshine. Now again, I wouldn't have known this if I didn't go on the Super Mario Wiki. He's got a cut right there, traced off the Angry Wiggler, obviously, but his head, because he's supposed to be bigger than most Wigglers, I didn't change the height of his body per se, but I changed the height of his head. That's clearly obvious, you can tell. I made his head much bigger. But aside from that, it's no different really. He's got a white flower on top of his head. He's angry as all hell. He's got the mouth. I think I traced the mouth off the Angry Wiggler because the Angry Wiggler's got like the same thing where it's got teeth. So this one's just a less detailed version of that with a little add-on on the other side. And then his blue shoes, green things. This is the Angry Wiggler. Honestly, again, nothing I'd change. It's pretty good. All right, next up we've got the Fuzzler. And the Fuzzler is pretty similar to the Fuzzy Wiggler, except it's pretty not different. So this is probably the biggest one in terms of height. Like you can clearly tell it's got some size on it compared to the others. But it's not the longest because I wanted, this one's already like big in terms of height. It's already gonna be like really annoying to color because of all the yellow and red and whatnot. I only made it 4. And honestly, it didn't make that much of a difference because it still turned out really well. I think I traced the nose and the eyes off the Wiggler, but then I kind of just did everything else by hand, so it's pretty good. And it's got a cut right there, like the other one, so yeah, there's that. He's a sad little boy. I think I've seen him before, but I don't remember anything significant about him. Once again, found off the all of these found off the Super Mario Wiki, so just, you know, roll with it. And yeah, a good use of red and yellow. I really like my favorite part is probably like the eyes and like the yellow kind of like eye thing that they have, and then the dark yellow, which is it's a nice contrast really in my opinion. I like it a lot. I don't know, I like this one a lot for some reason, especially the head, the face. Alright, next up we got probably the smallest one in terms of length. This one I kind of knew about, but I didn't know it was a variation of Wiggler. And so, next up, we've got the Tropical Wiggler. Honestly, not that bad, but not my favorite just in terms of color scheme. I don't really like it in terms of color scheme, but not because I picked the color scheme or the colors aren't inaccurate. It's pretty accurate to what I saw through the pictures and all the screenshots I saw. So it's pretty accurate. It's not my taste, you know. You know what I'm saying. So, we got a cut right there. And like I said, obviously small, so only 2 bumps because these are the guys that it like extends a lot. Like if you've ever played Super Mario Odyssey, these are the guys that extend. Like long. But I decided not to save resources and whatnot. I decided to just keep them short and sweet. So he's got his little tongue out, he's got a brown nose, blue eye, got those little eyelash thingies, he's got a green face and the, sorry, I keep hitting my nose because my nose is itchy. He's got his little hat with the propeller thing on it, and he's got his little, yeah, he's just really cute and small. And with that being said, obviously if it's in Mario Party, if it's an enemy, it can be possessed. So once again, I bring you another possession from Mario, the Tropical Wiggler possessed by Mario. Honestly, I like this one a lot more than the other one. I like the Mario part of it. It looks really Mario to me. I mean, obviously it looks really Mario to me is the point, but, you know, the mustache and all that, just, I don't know, man. And also, this is going to be really inconsistent because sometimes I color the mustache in, black, and sometimes I color it in dark brown. I think for the most part I've colored it in dark brown, but I made a mistake because I didn't check beforehand. So one of my more recent drawings in the 6th generation has a black mustache instead, which I guess kind of takes it. I'll just show you. So, hey, teaser for the 6th generation. You got Hammer Bro possessed by Mario. So that's in the 6th generation. Obviously inconsistent with the rest of them because this one I colored the mesh black. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm sorry. Kind of takes away from it a little bit. I know. Sorry. It won't happen again. Keep that in mind now for the next. Because I also have to do a Fire Bro possessed by Mario, so I'll keep that in mind for that one because I won't make the same mistake twice. Excuse me. And so yeah, I really like the Mario of it. It's just too perfect. It's too perfect. Really. It's too good. So there's Mario, obviously traced by the Tropical Wiggler with added Mario stuff on it. I think I grabbed my bullet bill for reference, so there's that. And next up, we got the Flutter. That's his name, the Flutter. So obviously a caterpillar wiggler. The head was traced off of the regular Wiggler. I actually went digging for it just to find that. And then the body is made handmade off of pictures I found. And it's got a cut right there on his wings. It's also got a cut right there, and a cut right there, and a cut right there. So the wings took a lot of effort to do, but the body itself does have no cuts on them. And yeah, same color scheme as the rest of them. Same kind of yellow used. The same dark oranges, the reds, the mahogany, pinks. Just relatively similar. So, aside from the head, I don't think any of it was really traced. So that is the thing I can say. I don't really regret much about it, aside from making this hand a little too big compared to this hand, in my opinion. But other than that, I wouldn't really change anything, so at least I could say that. What are you guys' name again? I don't remember. Oh my god, what is this guy? Wait. What are your name? Fuck. Okay. Wait, I'll be back. I will be back. Mr. Wine, Mr. Drew. Okay, I'm searching up right here live on YouTube. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Also, on the topic of Toadettes, I forgot to mention this in the last episode. I haven't done, if you notice, I missed one Toadette, the cat Toadette, so I will be doing that one in the 6th thing. Okay, so right, okay, so on a side note, while I look for this, yeah, I will be doing the yeah, I've done the tropical Flutter, yeah, big one, yeah, okay. So I've been really good with names so far. Like, I've got a lot of these under wraps, so that's good at least. Yep, there's you. Oh, I haven't done that one. Oh, okay. It's a Squiggler. It's called Squiggler, and it's from one of the Mario and Luigi games. So this is the Squiggler, obviously calm, collected. Oh my god, my nose is for some reason being an asshole. No real cut. Oh wait, no, there's a cut. There's a cut right there. So there's that. I like the eyes. Yeah, I think the eyes are cool. I did the snout, all that. It's relatively good. I think I traced it off of. I don't remember most of it. I think I traced this one off of the like the Wiggler from Mario Sunshine head. I think that's what this one's from. And then the funnel and stuff was kind of traced loosely from maybe the Angry Wiggler or something. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But yeah, so this is the Squiggler, and this is Calm Squiggler. So I did two other Squigglers. I did next up, because it was the most similar in terms of color palette, I did the Defeated Squiggler. So there's that one, not much different, same cuts in same places, except now he's got his tail down, he's got his antenna thing down, and now he's a sad boy. I'm really loving the eyes. I love the eyes that I did. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're accurate. I like how well I did them. And then we've got obviously Battle Mode or Angry Squiggler, whatever one you want to say. Same cuts, same areas. And this one I went back and traced the Calm Squiggler, because obviously his antenna and his tail are up in the same place and all that. So he's just angry now, and it looks like Batman with his eyes. That's so cool, so cool. But yeah, so there's the three Squigglers. Alright, next up we would take a blast from the past. We do go back to the Koopalings, because this was itching me for a while, so I decided to do Iggy. Old Iggy, retro Iggy, whatever you want to say. Here he is, he's got a cut right there, because this was the original design for Iggy, but they changed it because they felt it looked too much like Lemmy. So this was what Iggy originally looked like. So obviously I went and traced my better Iggy to do this. So there's that. Other than that, not much I'd really change. I think I did it pretty well, relatively similar, so that's pretty good. It will go on to spawn the rest of the Koopalings that I did. And I'll get to those eventually, but this kind of sparked all that. But I just had, Parker can confirm this, but like majority of my camera, like I want to say at least half my camera was ideas for paper characters to draw. So that was one of them. So I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta do Iggy. So I like digged them out and traced them. There you go. Okay, and now we go to booze. Not the alcohol kind of booze, I mean boo as in ghost. Booze. And I just went down the list. So let's see if I can get these as well as I got, you know, my Wigglers. So first we got Man Bluff. Or the Blindfolded Boo, something like that. And that is this Boo right here. Really weird, never seen it before, apparently from a really old game. And it's this blindfolded blue with this bland kind of color and a green tongue. Not my design, I just looked it up, drew it. You can blame Nintendo for this horrible creation. But, I mean, I'm not saying my creation's horrible, I mean the idea of it's horrible. It looks tragic. But yeah, so I traced the regular Boo to make this one, because regular Boo is the most similar to this one. It's just King Boo without the crown. And yeah, so that's Blindfolded Boo. And next up we've got the Dark Boo, I think. This is from Super Mario Galaxy. This one's pretty cool, it's yellow. I thought it honestly would look a lot cooler when I drew it, but I failed at making it look cool, so it's not just this less vibrant purple with a blue tongue and yellow eyes. Looking like every other Boo I have. So yeah, there's that. There's Dark Boo. Obviously no cuts on any of these guys, and not much I changed because there's really not much I can change, but it's kind of just how they are. And then, to my notice, I learned that there was actually, when I searched up, there was two pictures of Man Bluff that looked very different. So I went researching on my Wiki, and I found out there was actually a more modern version of him, not one in like the games you see them making now, but one from like a more recent game than the other version. And honestly, it doesn't look too much better, but this is the other Boo Man Bluff, the more recent Boo Man Bluff. It's still a blindfolded Boo, except it looks more modern, obviously white with a red tongue, except now it's got a blue blindfold with a pink thing at the end. I don't remember what the pink thing was, but I know it was attached, so there's that. Obviously traced off the original Boo Man, so there you go. Also, I think it is called Boo Man Bluff. That's what it is. And then we got like the Bomb Boo or whatever it's called. This one's probably my favorite. It took a lot of black, and you know I don't like using a lot of black because it's the main color for every one of these drawings. But honestly, it looked really cool to me, and I really like this one. So, you know, he's got his, it's from Super Mario Galaxy 2, I believe. And he's got his yellow eyes, his teeth, his red inner mouth, and his pink tongue, and yeah, he's just having a good time. So there's that Boo. That's pretty cool. And next up, oh my god, my tongue. I mean, my nose. Sorry. It's just being really annoying in this video for some reason. And then we got the Gold Boo, not from Mario Kart Tour. This was actually a legitimate thing. It's just a Gold Boo with a pink tongue. And so really not much different from any other Boo, except for now it's gold. So yeah, there's that. No cuts in any of it. So there we go. I promise this will get interesting eventually. And then we got the Green Boo, and I don't know where this one's from either, but this one is just like the other Boo, except green now, so yippee-doo, not much else to talk about. It's like the Toads, really. It really is. And I warned you it would get repetitive, so like I said, you're gonna go through every version of these characters. Alright, next up, we got the Tailed Boo, is what it's called, but it's obviously a Boo with a tanuki tail, so it's got a cut right there, and there's just a Boo that I replaced the tail with a gray tail. I kind of knew this one exists already because I have a little keychain thing. I don't know where it is right now, otherwise I'd show you, but I have this little keychain thing of a tailed Boo. I think it's from Super Mario 3D World or something around that. Some game they used a lot of tails in. I already drew the bullet bill with the tail. I think anyways. If I didn't, I'll have to go look at that. Alright, next up we've got the Fluetta, or Fluetta, or something along those lines. You know the general thing. If you look up my Wiki, you'll find all this anyway, so you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but obviously this one's still got no cuts, but now it's a female Boo. This one was a challenge to draw, not the face and stuff, the face was kind of easy, but the bow ties and stuff. I'm surprised I got these good, but I did. Just give him a little smirk, a little devilish, girlish grin with the one eyebrow slightly raised more than the others, like, you know what to do. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's Fluetta. I'm gonna call her that. So, there you go. There's Fluetta. Next up, you got the Red Boo, which is actually a troll because the color, it's even stated in the Mario Wiki that the color is actually pink. So here we are again, but it's called the Red Boo. And it's no different from any other of the ones, so we're not going to spend too much time there. And here's where things start getting interesting. I did all the Boos that looked relatively similar first before I started expanding to the more interesting, like the different ones. So first we got, what's this one name? Well, time to pull up the wiki. The wiki. Okay. Hold on a second. So, over here, I am really close to being done on 158. So, I mean 558, so. Big Boo, Black Boo, Blindfolded Boo, Bomb Boo, Boo Toy, Balloon Boo, Block, Boo Buddy Snake, Boo Crew, Boo Stag, Bowser Memory Boo, Dark Boo, Disappearing Boo Buddy, Eerie, Fishing Boo, Flame Boo, Gold Boo, Green Boo, Hammer Knight, what's this? Okay. Jolly Ghost, Lil Boo, Mad Boo, Mini Boo, Octo Boo, Paper Boo, Paper Macho Boo. Oh, I know what this is. This is, yeah, I know I'm not doing those. Okay. Disappearing Boo Buddy. Where was that on? Where was that? Oh, Octo Boo, Paper Boo, Paper Macho Boo. Is this the one I'm looking for? No, those are those. Wait. Is it who I think it is? Well, I apparently missed a boo. So that's something I gotta take a look at after. Come on. It's so annoying when you can't find the right thing. Okay, I found it. So, turns out, this guy isn't anything like I thought he was called, but his name is The Stretch. So, or it's not called The Stretch, it's just Stretch. These guys are Stretch. They're boos that fade into the floor, and then they pop out somewhere else. They can also, in some games, stretch into platforms and whatnot. So it's relatively similar, but also kind of different. Obviously, it's, you know, flat on the bottom, no tail or anything, but it's traced majority off the, like a boo, and then just kind of edited at the bottom there. So still not too different, but it's getting somewhere. Because I used this boo to trace the Peepa. The Peepa Boo. Get it? Because it's like peekaboo, Peepa Boo. Yeah, so there's that. Obviously he's got his teeth, he's a little happy boy. He's got his fluttery, wavy bottom, his tongue, you got teeth as I said, and the eyes and all that. And honestly, I don't know what better I could do on this, but it definitely looks a lot better. It's one of those ones that, you know, no matter how much you try, it's gonna look a lot better in 3D than it will on paper. So there's that. But hey, it's not bad. You know, you can't blame me for that. It's pretty good. Next up, we got the Octo Boo. Now, I wanted to do the Octo Goomba or whatever for a long time, so I'm glad I finally got to do some version of it. And here we are, the Octo Boo. Obviously, I'm gonna have to call back on this one when I want to do the Octo Goomba thing. For now, here he is. He's got his fluttery tail thing. Also, sorry, these papers are gonna keep falling because my fan's on. So, and he's got his angry eyes. He's got his like blow tube. That sounds wrong. The spots everywhere, and the dangly little thing that shows the Octo thing, and it's pretty cool. Smaller than most of them, but it's pretty cool. All right, next up. This is where things started expanding into the unnormal. We got the Sleepy Boo, with the first boo with a cut, actually, cut right there. He's drooling and whatnot. I don't remember what I used to make this one. I think I just I did most of it on one page. And I think I did this half on one page, and then this half on another. I think I started with the eye, because the eyes are usually what determine the size of something, in my opinion. So, it's relatively, you know, for how low quality majority of the pictures were, I thought I did pretty good on this. So, he's drooling, his eyes are, you know, trying to stay open, but they're shut. His tail is, you know, a little short but wavy, and he's the biggest boo I've made so far. And it's pretty cool. Not much to say about that, nothing I regret, nothing I'll change. Okay, next up we got this thing which is not at all what it looks like. The name of it does not match what it looks like, but this is it. It looks like a baby Yoshi looking thing, and it's called an Eerie. That's what it's called. Honestly, if you look at the pictures, you know that, you know, this is as good as it was gonna get. It's pretty accurate, but like, if you don't think this is much, that's because, like, it's another one of those things that look better in 3D than it does on paper. But yeah, he's got like his kind of shut eyes that make him look like Brock in a way. He's got his ghost like hands down like ooh, you know. He's got the blue that kind of makes him look like a Yoshi or something, and the spikes on the back. And yeah, I don't remember if I even traced anyone to make him. I don't think I did. I kind of just made him how he was. So there he is, and there he is. So there's the Eerie. Pretty good in my opinion. Alright, now this one is a callback to an old thing. We got the Fishing Boo, which is, you know, obviously traced from a Lakitu, of all things. The eyes are pretty cool. I originally thought this was a mouth. It's just a lion because that's his hand. It's holding onto the fishing rod, which is pretty cute in my opinion, honestly. And it's holding onto a little blue flame. Honestly, this was probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. It's just so cute. I love this little guy so much, and it's just so nice. You know, nothing I change about him, nothing I regret at all. No cuts anywhere. Just plain old Fishing Boo. I was always looking forward to doing that one. And this one looked a lot better in the pictures than it ended up turning out IRL. I think I made this one first, so I copied the Mario Striker Boo to make this one. But even so, this one really just didn't turn out that well, in my opinion. And so this is the Racer Boo, the one in Mario, in Super Mario Galaxy franchise, with the daisy looking colors and the goggles. And typically, you know, it's pretty, my drawings are pretty spot on. This one I just didn't get right. Probably should have made it its own Boo, but I decided to trace a Boo to make it, and it just didn't turn out well. Not at all. It's actually the first time I used a technique where I didn't draw like over the black with orange, but I traced, instead of tracing the eyes in black, I traced them in orange, so it makes it look more faded. And by drawing it kind of lighter, it definitely makes it look like the eyes are behind the goggles. So it definitely added to it, which is a little feature that I thought it was pretty nice. But aside from that, probably my biggest disappointment out of the Boos. Next up, we got the Boo balloon, which looks like something out of Cuphead, not gonna lie. It's got a small cut right there, and aside from that, it's got really nothing. There's little angry eyes, you know. And he's a balloon, he's literally a balloon. This is literally what it looks like. So, like I said, it's alright. Not my favorite, but I honestly don't have anything to complain about, so there's that one. Alright, this one was traced off of the Sleepy Boo. This is the pink, or is it the red Boo? I think it's the red Boo again, but like a different version of it. So obviously same thing, I cut right there. Eyes are in the same place, mouth is obviously different. That one is harder to make. Tail's the same, obviously the majority of the body's the same, it's just the mouth that's probably the most different part. The eyes are still the same, besides now that they're just different, you know, because they're like, the eyelids cover half of it and the other is, yeah, but, you know, it's pretty good, honestly. I can't complain about it, I don't know. I really like the Fishing Boo. The Fishing Boo is probably my favorite, but I have no complaints about this one. I wouldn't change anything, so there you go. There's that one. Also, I know I'm not spending too much time on these, but I don't remember much about them. I mean, I kind of do, kind of don't. I'm telling you all I know, really. And, you know, it's just so much repetition. I'm trying to get through a lot because I've spent so much time researching stuff, so, yeah. Next up, we got the Toy Boo, the official first toy from the Mario vs. Donkey Kong franchise. Whoa. I plan to do all the toys that are there. So this is just a Toy Boo. Really small, really cute. Honestly, I was kind of let down by it. Not by like it as a thing, but like my drawing of it. I mean, it's as good as it was gonna get, but it's just so, could have been so much more, you know. It's so much better in the pictures, and I want it to look so good when I drew it, and it's as good as it's gonna get, and it's just, it doesn't live up to the actual thing. So I feel a little bit let down by that, but I'm getting better with it with time. So eventually I'll come to accept it for what it is and actually, you know, like it. Okay, next up we do something that I've wanted to do for so long. And we've got the Bruiser. So he's got a cut right there, and then he's got a cut right there, and a hole in his hand. And funny story, Bruiser is actually a special thing for me because it's actually one of the characters that I felt was like undermined, and then they brought them back in Super Mario Party, and I was really happy. But I met him in one of the first games I played, which is not the first game I played, but one of the first ones. It was Mario Party DS. No, New Super Mario Bros. DS. He was in the haunted house. You have to hit him on the head 3 times. So obviously I wasn't gonna let this guy down. I wasn't gonna do him any less than great. So I think I nailed him pretty well. I mean, his arm's a little more out compared to this one, so I probably would have changed that. I would probably have taken this arm and put it out more, but aside from that, this one turned out really well. I'm super happy with it. I love it because this guy held a special place in my heart. One of my favorite enemies, one of what I feel is one of the most undermined enemies, and actually the only, on my other YouTube channel, it's dead now. It's what started this one, actually, the fact that it died. And if it didn't die, I probably wouldn't have made this channel turn out as well as it did. The other channel I had, it's called Never Not Awesome, I believe. And it's supposed to be a channel where I would do one vlog, one how to draw, and then one gameplay. And this was like years ago, so obviously it was all crap, but the only how to draw I did, the first how to draw I did was of Bruiser. I showed you how to draw him, and then I drew it myself and colored it in like up speed. So it was bad. I mean, but back then to me it was good, and it's just it holds a special place in my heart, you know. And next up, we enter a realm that I saved for last because we enter the Shy Guy realm. This is Boo Guy. Boo Guy is, well, a shy guy that's a boo. So obviously, this would start my Shy Guy venture. So, you know, I had to make it look good, and it did turn out pretty well. All things considered, pretty easy to draw considering I only had brown and black to color in. So yeah, there's that. Took no time at all, no cuts anywhere, and it would start the Shy Guys because I'd use that guy to make Ghoul Guy, is what his name is. And Ghoul Guy, wait, I've already made a Shy Guy. That's who I traced off. So Ghoul Guy obviously traced off of Boo Guy. The only difference is now it's gray, and he has like little white dots in his eyes. But other than that, it's relatively similar. I think I like this one more just because it has more detail on it, other than that one. But yeah, it's not much different. Again, no cutscene, and nothing that changed about either of these two. So next up, we move back into the realm of a Shy Guys, and here's where it gets really interesting. So I'll end the video after I get through all these guys. So we go back to Shy Guys, and with that being said, we start off with the light blue Shy Guy because I don't remember the exact reason, but it's actually quite interesting how I do these guys. You're gonna see when I explain it. So, oh no, I remember. Okay, so notice the shoes. The shoes of this guy are red, and the first Shy Guy I did was obviously the red one, the most common one. So here's the light blue Shy Guy. Not much different from the original Shy Guy. No cuts anywhere. And luckily they fit on one page. I tried to make ones that have like a lot of variations that fit on one page because that just makes it easier. So there's blue, light blue or Cyan Shy Guy, and since it's Cyan, I did the guy with Cyan shoes next. So here comes Orange Shy Guy, and Orange Shy Guy, once again, no different from the rest, except he's orange now, and still no cuts, nothing anywhere, and he's orange. So I go not orange because there was no guy with orange shoes, so I just picked the next one I did, and it was pretty easy. So I picked white because white, you know, plain, simple, easy. So light blue, obviously he's got, you know, like a grayish blue shoes to him. So since I had none of that, I went to the next blue, and since I already did the light blue, the cyan, I did the dark blue, and the dark blue has pink shoes, and the pink, and obviously nothing different, no cuts anymore, and the pink shoes led to the pink Shy Guy, and the pink Shy Guy has purple shoes, no cuts anywhere, nothing, fit on one page. And the purple shoes led to not purple, so I went to complimentary and picked the yellow Shy Guy. And the yellow Shy Guy, you know, no cuts anywhere, nothing too special, nothing different, except he's got green shoes. So I went to the green Shy Guy. And the green Shy Guy has brown shoes, but there's no brown Shy Guy, so it's just green, 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 and nothing different, nothing out of the ordinary. That's it. And then, because this guy exists in Mario Kart Tour, I went to the Gold Guy, because he is made in Mario Kart Tour. Literally, that's all his problem, and he's no different from the rest. Literally nothing different, except he's all gold now. Kind of like the Dry Bones I mentioned in the previous episode, and the King Boo that I mentioned in the previous episode as well. So, go check that out. Here you are. Gold Shy Guy. Woohoo! And from that, I made one of those, the final regular Shy Guy. the black Shy Guy. The black Shy Guy, no cuts, nothing, just black and white shoes. But I've already done the white Shy Guy, so there you go. So yeah, black Shy Guy was the last one to do. Obviously, I was really reluctant to do him because he takes up a lot of black. So there's that, and that would be it for the Shy Guys. And teams, we got a little bit more to go. We're gonna get through all the rest of I didn't finish the Shy Guys, luckily, so you can look forward to the next episode not being that repetitive. I didn't finish Shy Guys because I wanted to get through a lot of other things in the fourth generation, and I couldn't do that if I finished the Shy Guys because the Shy Guys would have finished out the generation. So I was running out of time. I was running out of room, and so I put the Shy Guys on a halt. So I haven't done all the Shy Guys yet. So that's something interesting to note, but I have done a few, so there will be a few more in the next episode. They're a little bit different, so keep that in mind, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. So thank you ever so much for watching. I'm Master Silver. Like, subscribe for more of this, more gaming, more vlogs, whatever else comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. I'm talking really quickly. This is what happens when I talk a lot. Thanks, no. Master Silver, like, subscribe for more of this, more gaming, more vlogs, whatever else comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. Later, guys. There we go. We'll be right back.